Okay, so I want to thank you guys for coming to our DIY natural cleaners class. I like these kinds of classes because they're more relaxed. You guys can feel free to unmute, say, make any comments, ask any questions, pop anything in the chat. This is really just kind of talk story style. We want to share like our tips and tricks, but we also want to hear from you guys as customers and people that are living this wellness lifestyle. What are your tricks? Because we don't know all the things, we're always learning. And I love to always hear new ways people are using their essential oils. So this class, we're gonna just briefly go over quickly a refresher, like what essential oils are, how to use them. And then we're gonna kind of talk about the dangers of toxic cleaners. And then we'll get into the fun part. We're gonna make some DIYs. We're gonna do 3 today. We did make an ebook to send to you guys after this class, which will have a bunch of other great recipes you guys can use at home. But we will be doing 3 recipes today. If you got the list and you have your supplies, great. We'll give you a moment to grab supplies if you need it. And then we will get started on DIYs after this. But I'm so excited to have you all here. If you don't know me, I'm Emily. I'm one of the leaders in our group. I have been using essential oils for 4 to 5 years, and I have 2 children, a 6-year-old and, well, no, I'm sorry, he's not 6, he's 5, a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old. And the reason I got into oils was to support them in a more natural way. And now I use them in all aspects of my life. My favorite oil is peppermint. My favorite cleaning oil, though, has to be On Guard lemon and tea tree. If you guys want to go ahead and share a little bit about yourselves in the chat, and share some of your favorite oils, I'll have Precious introduce herself.
Hey everyone, good morning or good afternoon. So my name is Precious. If you don't know me already, I have been using essential oils for about like 3-4 years, maybe. I don't know. I don't keep track. But I've been using essential oils mainly for like my mental health. And then after I targeted that, I wanted to explore other things. So I explored non-toxic cleaning, just taking care of our overall health, nutrition, supplements. It just led to so many different things. And I just love how this lifestyle really opened up my eyes to learning how I can take care of myself, my family, my future family, safer and natural with these items.
Yay, perfect. Anu, do you have time to, can you share? I know I heard the kids earlier, but if not, you can go ahead and just share in the chat.
I'll go ahead and chat in. Hi, everybody.
Okay, perfect. Okay. And then all my other builders on here are Precious's builders, Anu's builders. Go ahead and share a little bit about yourself in the chat. What's your favorite oils to clean with? Say hi to your guests. And we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to have Moana come on and share this part with us. Unless, Moana, you are busy. I don't see your camera. That's why. Let me know if I know you have the babes. That's why.
Hi, I can. Hi. I was chatting.
Oh, hi, okay.
Yeah. I'm on my phone, so when I'm chatting, it's like here.
Yeah.
That's not cute. So, but
I love seeing your face. Okay, Vaughna's gonna share just briefly about essential oils as like a little refresher for us.
Oh yeah. Okay, great. Okay, so, oh gosh, my screen is gonna spawn. There we go. Okay, so we know the 3 cool things about essential oils. They're safe, they're effective, and they're affordable, right? They're safe, they're natural, they come from plants, they're either steam distilled or cold pressed. We know that they're effective because unlike over-the-counter medications or other medications, they can get to the root or the cause of our sicknesses, our diseases or bacteria, because they are oils and they can bind with our cells and get to the root cause and attack the viruses in them. We know that they are affordable. They're affordable because they're super, super potent, and each drop is 1 dose. Okay, so they're safe, they're natural, they're effective, they get to the root cause of our health concerns, and they're affordable. In every 15 ml bottle, we know that there's 250 drops. In a 5 ml, we know that there's 80 drops. And so it's really pennies per dose. And then below again, what ways that we can use them aromatically, topically, and internally. Okay, so aromatically, each of these ways have their own benefits. We can use all of them. Thanks to their CPTG grading system, we are able to also take our oils internally. So I'll get into that in just a little bit. So first, aromatically, we can diffuse them, we can inhale them, we can put them in, in our palms, and we can breathe them in. These benefits will either help cleanse the air, help with our emotional health, or emotional support. We can use them topically on focused areas on our body. We can use them diluted for our keiki, but we can apply them on the bottoms of our feet, on our spines, on our temples, behind our necks, or just for a massage, in different areas on our backs, on our arms, on our legs. And then we can also take our oils internally. So CPTG, this certified pure therapeutic grade oils, again, in the essential oil industry, there is no grading system. There's no regulations. There's no standards. There's not enough to deem something pure that's actually pure. So what doTERRA did is they created their own grading system, and we call it the CPTG system. Basically, within doTERRA, they have their own tests. They do their own tests, but they also send their oils to a third-person party. And the great thing about all of it is they are very, very transparent. So everything, all the tests that each oil or each bottle goes through is kind of laid out for us. And we then can solidify a greater confidence in doTERRA that what we are taking internally, what we are putting on top of our bodies, what our bodies are absorbing is actually pure, and there's no synthetic anythings or no contaminants at all. And so, yeah, so that's kind of a real gist of all of it. They're super cool because they're safe, effective, and affordable. And the different ways that we can use them is aromatically, topically, and internally.
Yay, Moana. Thank you so much. I just love when you teach. Yes, so if you guys have any questions, if you guys are new to essential oils, I know we kind of opened this class up to others as well, not just our members, but if you are new, please ask any questions in the chat. I really want to stress that doTERRA's oils, we reach for them as a non-toxic product because doTERRA confirms that they are not synthetic. We don't dilute our oils. We don't add anything to our oils. It's just the pure plant. And the standard we hold our oils to is called CPTG. It's certified pure therapeutic grade, and that is exclusive to our company. That is our company standard, and this makes it so our testing is very transparent. Our company is very transparent with you on what they put in their oils, where it comes from, and things like that. So that really sets us apart from other oils that you see in the market, because even if an oil says it's pure, doesn't mean that it's pure. doTERRA backs it up with all the testing and their whole process. So this standard is called CPTG, Certified Pure Tested Grade. Okay. So now I want to talk to you guys about why do we want to even make our own cleaners? I know some people love DIYs, which I love a good DIY, but some people don't. But there's a reason we do kind of want to start reducing our toxic load in our home. I know that a lot of times we're focusing on exercise and eating right, introducing more vegetables and fruits into our diet, and we're looking at supplements for our healthcare. But there are behind the scenes things that really affect our health, and that is the products that we use in our homes and on ourselves. These are like the silent toxic guys. And so I want to just talk to you about how toxic chemical cleaners can be. I don't want to scare you, but I do just want to kind of open your eyes and show you why we want to start making our own things and using our oils more for other things rather than emotional and physical support. And if you guys have any questions or any comments, please just pop it in the chat. Okay, so I just looked up a few points. There is a lot of information out there, so I really encourage you to go do some research. DuckDuckGo is one of my favorite search engines because it's not really censored by companies. But so scientists regard household cleaning products as one of the most important sources of indoor pollution and one of the most insidious threats to human health. Those words are scary. Like, those words are scary, like really intense. But we don't know how polluted our homes are. But this is what we're learning today. According to the US Environmental Protection Agency, the air inside a typical home is on average 2 to 5 times more polluted than the air just outside. And in extreme cases, 100 times more contaminated, largely because of household cleaners and pesticides. And I want you to think about this, and we're like, what? How is our home polluted? When you think about household cleaners, how do they come? A lot of times they come in sprays, and we're spraying our cleaners, we're spraying our Febreze, we're spraying the dog pee on the floor. A lot of it is aerosols, a lot of them are sprays. And then I want you to also think about what happens to those sprays after we spray it. We think they just disappear, but no, a lot of times they cling on to our furniture, our carpet, our drywall, things like that, and they stay there. And then they just continue to diffuse, and we are exposed to them over and over again. So cleaning products contain chemicals that cause asthma, lung inflammation, asthma-like symptoms, and other respiratory problems. They also contain endocrine disrupting chemicals, carcinogens, neurotoxins, hormone disruptors, and so much more. There was long list. I couldn't fit all the information. Sorry, let me close my door. Sorry guys, the kids. Okay, so less than 10% of the 85,000 chemicals introduced into our environment and products have been tested for safety. Like, that's crazy. Just 7% of cleaning products adequately disclose their contents. And according to EWG, the Environmental Working Group, 50% of cleaning products they tested are known, thank you, to harm the lungs. Like, that is mind-blowing. So the reason that companies can sneak chemicals, a lot of chemicals and known carcinogens and things like that into our cleaners is because it's not a heavily regulated industry. There are some standards that they have to uphold too, but there is a big loophole in this industry, and that is the word fragrance. So that's why we really stress to you guys that when you see the word fragrance, a lot of times you do not want to use that product, because behind the word fragrance, companies can hide their trade secrets. This is also a loophole for them to use whatever chemicals they want, and they can just label it fragrance and go about their life. And this makes it really cheap for the companies. You know, all these chemicals are very cheap things for them to use. The chemicals they make the fragrance with last very long. And so even though we are smelling that pretty scent, and yes, on our clothes it lasts long, on our furniture it lasts long, that is not always a good thing. So a little bit more about fragrance. There are 3,060 possible chemicals that can make up a fragrance. Most fragrances are made of a dozen to 100 of them. So when you see the word fragrance in your product, it may be a dozen to 100 different chemicals just in that one fragrance. Exposure to fragrance chemicals can cause exacerbate asthma, cause migraines, neurological problems, seizures, cause rashes, and disrupt the endocrine system. So if you are suffering from daily migraines, if you're suffering from daily allergies and eczema and rashes and things like that, you may want to check the things that you are introducing into your home. Again, I don't want to scare you guys. I know this is a lot of information, but a lot of times we don't know. A lot of times we don't know that this one spray or this window cleaner or things like that can really be having a heavy impact on our health. But the more we know, the more we learn, and the better we are. So that is the basics of why we want to introduce you to DIY cleaners and fun things and use your oils in different ways. So let's get started. Yay. If you don't have your supplies yet, we're going to just give you a couple minutes to get your supplies. Main thing needed are if you have glass spray bottles, that's great. If you have like a glass mason jar for storage, that would be good. Baking soda, your essential oils, a bowl to mix, filtered water. What else do we need? The On Guard cleaning concentrate, and liquid soap. I believe that's it, right? I'm gonna pull up the first thing as you guys are gathering your stuff. Oh, Epsom salts, also Epsom salts. So this recipe is gonna call for Epsom salts, essential oils, and a glass jar. If you don't have it, we're gonna give you a little bit of time to grab it, and Precious is gonna lead us on this recipe.
This is so fun because I always post about my fabric softener salts and everybody's like, what's your recipe? I love this. And it was so crazy. Let me just give you a little backstory. It was so crazy how this recipe came into play, and I was like, using it for the first time, and just my reaction to it was like amazing. So normally what I would do is just put like my On Guard laundry detergent into my washer, and then that's it. You know, I didn't use anything else, or I added like Purify in the laundry detergent, but that's all. And normally it would come out very wrinkly, like very wrinkly, not soft. It's just dry and hard. I don't know if you guys had this experience yet with the On Guard laundry detergent. But when I made these and I added them into my washer, I was like, bruh, why didn't I use this before? Because it really makes your, like this shirt was in the laundry. Like I didn't iron it, okay? Look at how nice it is. Like there's no wrinkles, no nothing. And I was like, okay, where have you been? Because normally I would use fabric softener, you know, the blue bottle, I don't know what it's called, but that blue bottle, and you just put it in your washer or whatever, and it makes it soft. But then it had some fragrances in it, which I've learned about fragrances, and I was like, I'm gonna cut it out of my my laundry routine. So once I found this, it's so easy to make, it's so easy to just use, and that's it. So is everybody ready? Okay. Okay, so I actually need to refill mines anyways, so I'm glad that I'm doing this part. So you would just need like a jar, right? Like an airtight glass jar. And I got this from like Target. You know, you can get this anywhere. You could get a big one too. I think I need a bigger one. And then also something that I wanted to bring up is labeling. You know, make it pretty to you. I find that I'm a very minimalist, simple person. So I really like just the minimalist label. So I just got this on Amazon, and you can like put in the labels, you know, like that little machine that you use, and then you can just stick it on here. So that's what I did. And then you could label on here that you need 1/2 cup for medium and large loads, and then 1/4 cup for small loads. But okay, let's get to it. So what you're gonna need is this airtight jar. You're gonna need Epsom salt. So I also got this on Amazon, but you can get this anywhere or whatever. Oh, let's not forget that Amazon, if you would like to donate some of your proceeds to doTERRA's Healing Hands Foundation, you would just need to order your Amazon products on smile.amazon.com. Somebody can put it in the chat. But that's a great way that you can give back to your organizations. It doesn't need to be doTERRA, Healing Hands, whatever foundation that you want to donate to, that is something that is available for us to use. So Epsom salt, I have like this huge ass bag of it. So what you would do is you would put it into a glass bowl, or just put it straight into your airtight jar. And that's what I'm going to be doing, is just putting it into the jar. And then I also got this on Amazon, but I have this wooden spoon. It's like super huge. I actually thought it was going to be smaller than this, but apparently it's like so big. So what you're going to do is just put the Epsom salt in the jar.
That spoon is cute though.
Yeah, right? I love it. It's so huge though. Sometimes it can't fit in my jar. Like, look at this. It's like, it's not like you can't really laughing at me. Okay, but yeah, so you're just going to scoop up your Epsom salts, put it in the jar, and it's so easy because all you need to do next is add in your oils into your jar or your bowl and mix it, and that's it. Look how fast that was, right? You could do this.
What kind of oils would you recommend for a fabric softener?
Honestly, whatever you choose. Whatever you choose, honestly. I think for me, what did I do? I think I just used Purify and lavender. I don't remember. Yeah, but you can choose any. Or you can also use eucalyptus and Purify, or tea tree and eucalyptus. Honestly, any oil that you would like, either for the smell or for yeah. Okay, so what oils should I use? Any recommendations, friends?
I have been really, I don't know if you're gonna have this combo, it's so random. I have been really loving bergamot and basil. I'm actually gonna make a little dropper blend, like this little dropper blend to use on my wool dryer balls. We'll talk about that later, but it's another fun hack. But bergamot and basil actually really smell amazing together. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I'm obsessed right now. But yeah, I think lavender is a really good one for laundry. You can even do, I will use Purify. What else do I use in laundry? I like to use, honestly, sometimes I like to use the oils I don't like in my laundry because I'm not diffusing them and they're just going into waste.
You're so funny.
I know, I'm crazy. Like Litzy, I'm not like the biggest fan of Litzy, but I don't mind it going in my laundry because I'm not using it. So, and it'll stamp my clothes, whatever. Litzy keeps the bugs off, but get creative. The thing about making your own cleaners, especially with doTERRA's essential oils, because our oils are so potent and they have a lot of chemical constituents that fight bacteria and that cleanse, is you can be really creative. There's not a certain oil you must use and a certain thing you must follow. Like if you use 4 cups of Epsom salts and like 15 drops of oil, it's still gonna work. You do it, these are just guides. Our recipes are just guides, but you do it to what your scent is or how much supplies you have at home. It's really customizable.
Okay, I don't know if I'm a fan of basil, but you know what? I'm just gonna trust Emily, and we're just gonna try it out. Okay, so let's take some bergamot and some basil. So what are we gonna do? 20 drops, so 10
Oh,
each.
don't ruin your whole thing. What if you like totally hate it?
Oh, 1, 2. Wait, I'm running out of bergamot, so we're just gonna do like 5. Okay, that's good.
I did rosemary.
Oh, I
I'm gonna
love
do a
rosemary.
basic, just one oil kind of gal.
Oh
I
wow,
love
I actually
rosemary.
ran out of rosemary. Dang. Okay, so basil, like 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon eucalyptus. I just feel it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. And then once you're done with that, you just stir it in. So I'm gonna use my comb because it's the only thing that's closest to me. And we're going to just mix it in. And there you have it. So we have our laundry softener salts. And then after you're done with that, when you are doing your laundry, you just take your spoon and then you take about 1/2 cup for medium or large loads and then 1/4 cup for small loads. And something that I realized that might play a role in my laundry soap, I don't know if you guys tried this, but adding like baking soda into it too. I heard that it activates the Epsom salts. Yeah. So I do that too. So I just put in the laundry softener salts, and then I sprinkle a little bit of baking soda in the washer, and then that's it. And that's all. How easy was that?
Yay! Thank you. I love that you're stirring with your comb. So a lot of supplies that I keep on hand, and I'm pretty sure most of us do that make our own cleaners. You're always going to want to have Epsom salts, obviously. Baking soda. I get the big bag from Costco. Baking soda for everything. It's very useful. And if you get the big bag from Costco, just scoop out like a jar that you can use for cooking, put it on the side and save the bag for cleaning, because you use a lot more for cleaning than cooking. And then vinegar. A lot of homemade cleaners, vinegar you're going to use. Is there anything I'm forgetting? I feel like most of the recipes are baking soda, vinegar, or Epsom salts. It's a common one. And those are, oh, and castile soap. Dr. Bronner's castile soap, or you can order some on Amazon. That one's a little more pricey, but that it's very concentrated, so a little goes a long way. I like to get, they sell the big jugs on Amazon, so I like to just invest in it because it comes out cheaper in the long run. But those couple of things, and you can make all of the cleaners and all of the fun stuff. But okay, so next, Anu is gonna, are you okay to do this one, Anu? She's gonna, oh yes, okay. She's gonna walk us through a stainless steel cleaner.
Yay! Okay, so the supplies we need is gonna be a glass spray bottle. So the reason why you wanna use glass over plastic is because it's safer. The oils could possibly run down the plastic. So the glass, it'll stay nice and solid. So a glass spray bottle, 2 ounces of liquid soap, and then essential oils of your liking. So for degreasing, lemon citrus oils are great. It's a natural degreaser, so any citruses, so wild orange, lemon, lime, and then On Guard is our heavy hitter for any kind of germs, bacteria. So that's, I kind of add that to every kind of cleaner. Oh, of course. And filtered water. Okay, so let's get started. So we're just going to add, so I have the Dr. Bronner soap that Emily had just shared. So Costco actually sells these in packs of 2. This one is scented with peppermint, like natural peppermint. So it's okay. So I'm just gonna eyeball this. So 2 ounces. You know, but like they said, there's no guarantee like limit. You can just wing it. Okay. And then I'm going to be using lemon because I absolutely love lemon, and then On Guard. And I like go hard on my oils, so I don't use it sparingly. So I use like maybe like 10. I just go to town because I love it so much.
That's how I am too. A recipe will call for like 5 drops. I'm like, no, I'm gonna use like,
yeah,
20.
we're just gonna double it at times 3. You know, more the merrier. And then that is it. And you're just gonna top it off with water and shake it up. And I know that Emily was saying that she uses this to clean her bathrooms, her everything pretty much, because it's only soap, your natural oils that are good for cleaning. So you can kind of use it however you like.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the pen?
I feel like all of the cleaners that we make are like really actually all multi-purpose cleaners. They have names,
No, yeah.
but a lot of these things I just grab for everything. The one cleaner though that I will say, and you get it in your lib guide when you do your welcome call with us, is the glass cleaner. And the glass cleaner is the one cleaner that I really stick to the recipe. I noticed that doTERRA's recipe that they give us in the lib guide it works really well on glass. It doesn't leave streaks. And so I always stick to that. That's the only one. That's the only one I will stick exactly to the recipe. I think it's just like the ratio of lemon and vinegar that they use. It really cleans the mirrors and it doesn't leave like that streaky film. But okay. Next recipe. So this is one of my favorite recipes. It's very useful, not just for the carpet, but I sprinkle it really everywhere. So what you're gonna need is a glass jar. I suggest a glass like mason jar with an airtight lid. When working with, when trying to store baking soda, you want something that's airtight because baking soda does absorb that moisture very easily. So you want a glass jar with an airtight lid, a mixing bowl and a spoon. I got a bowl and a spoon. I am doing 1 cup of baking soda. I have 1 cup in here. Honestly, it just depends on the size of your jar, just like when Presh did hers. And then you're gonna use about 15 to 20 drops. So what I like to do is I will add 10 drops, I'll mix it, I'll smell it, and I'm like, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Even though I'm very excessive like Anu with the oils, I don't like it over, like lavender is very strong for me. Lavender oil is very potent. So I will not use 20 drops. I would never. I would use probably like 10, but gauge. So start with a couple, mix, and then you can always add in. I like to start with a little bit. Don't start with a lot because you can't take away. You know what I mean? Okay, so you're gonna put your baking soda in your bowl. Then you're gonna get oils. I think today I'm gonna use tea tree. And so this is a carpet sprinkle. So you're gonna wanna think like, what are things we're cleaning up on our carpet? Our dirty feet, the kid's mess. If you have a pet, your pet's mess. Like my dog, he goes inside and out. So when I make this carpet cleaner, I wanna use an oil that has a lot of antibacterial properties, a lot of cleansing properties. So I usually will use tea tree. I like to use eucalyptus in this, purify oil. Lemon oil is very cleansing, but something to think about when you're making your cleaners, what are you making it for? Like if you're doing an all-purpose spray and you're gonna spray the counters, you do wanna add a couple like antibacterial, very cleansing oils with those kinds of properties. So I'm gonna do, I don't even know, I didn't even count, maybe 10 drops for now and mix it. So you just add your drops and you wanna give it a good mix because you want the oil kind of to attach to the powder. So when you sprinkle it, you get that like nice scent. And with this, I like to sprinkle it on the carpet. I will tell the kids not to go in the area that I sprinkle it, not because it's dangerous, but because I don't want them to track the baking soda around the house. And I let it sit for like 45 minutes. The longer, the better. So if you can let it sit for up to an hour and really get in there, that's going to be very effective. So, and then what you're going to do is you just go in and you vacuum it up. You're going to put your vacuum on like a higher setting if you do have a vacuum like that, and then vacuum it. You can kind of dust the rug and then vacuum it again. It's not a problem if there's some residual baking soda left over. It's just baking soda, but to be really effective, it's going to take about 2 vacuums to kind of lift it all up. And the fun thing is when you vacuum after other spots, your vacuum is going to diffuse like that tea tree or whatever oil is in there. It's funny. Okay, so yeah, just give it a good mix and then you're going to put it in your jar. So I have this cool little top. Hold on, guys. Baking soda is kind of messy. So I have this cool little attachment. Can you see it? That I got from Amazon. So it's called a spice top. I don't know. Just search like mason jar spice top and it'll come up with this. And the great thing about it is it seals. Whoa. But another hack you can do is you want to have a jar that has the double lid. So you know how the mason canning jars, it has the double lid. So it has the rim and the insert. Those jars are the best if you're trying to make a sprinkle top. What you can do is you get a cupcake liner, the metal cupcake liners, and you put it over the jar. And then you're going to just stab holes with like a pencil. And then you seal it up with the lid. The only thing I will suggest if you are going to poke holes in your jar is that you have a separate lid that is airtight. So you use that lid for sprinkling and then you replace it with your airtight lid. If you leave the lid with the holes in it, your baking soda mix will not last as long because it's going to absorb all the moisture from the outside. That's my only tip. That's why I like these little things. But if you just have a jar with a lid, just grab some out with your hand, sprinkle it, or put a spoon in there and sprinkle it on the rug. And that's simple. Other things I like to do, sorry, there's like baking soda everywhere. Other things I like to do with this powder is I will flush the toilet, I turn off the water. So the toilet bowl is empty and I will sprinkle the powder in the toilet bowl. I let it sit, and then I go over it with a vinegar spray. I usually use my window cleaner because it has vinegar and lemon in it. I'll go over it with a vinegar spray, and that activates the baking soda to do its scrubbing stuff. So, and I let that sit for like another 20 minutes while I'm doing the rest of the bathroom. And then you just go in with the toilet bowl scrubber. It's really effective. You can, along with your Epsom salt, sprinkle this straight into your laundry detergent. If you're doing your laundry load, I'm sorry. If you're doing whites, I always use baking soda. And then I put a little bit of vinegar in the bleach portion. And then again, the vinegar is going to activate that baking soda to really go in on those whites and brighten them up. Another tip for when you're washing whites, you want to dry them in the sun. So if you're not using bleach, you're using natural cleaners, hang dry them in the sun, because the sun will boost that whitening effect. I don't know. There's something that I read about the sun and whites, and it says to always dry your whites in the sun. So, but that's it. You can.
What if I live in the north and I can't dry it?
I know. You gotta just dry it in the dryer for now.
Okay. And does it smell like vinegar or no?
Okay, so the thing about vinegar is, no, your clothes will not smell like this once it's done in the wash. I will use like a half a cup. Don't like be using like 3 cups or anything. So I use like a half a cup with a regular load plus my my baking soda mixture. And then once it's in the dryer, the vinegar smell dissipates, even with the cleaners. So I feel like we were programmed, just growing up, to relate fragrance to clean. That's what we are. We are like, ooh, this yummy, bubbly smell, it's clean. That means it's clean. Like our clothes are clean when they smell like all these things. But in actuality, that means they're just ridden with chemicals. So if we can clean with bleach and we can clean with ammonia, we can get used to vinegar. It is a very strong smell, but once you start making it routine, it's kind of just like, oh, no big deal. I'm gonna clean with my vinegar. I personally love vinegar. I like to eat it. I like to cook with it. So cleaning with it isn't too bad, but I know some people are really sensitive with it. So I know you can't open your windows, but just you guys, she lives in Pennsylvania, right?
Pennsylvania,
It's like
yeah.
very snowy right now. Just start with a little bit so you get used to it, and the more you expose yourself to cleaning with the vinegar, the more it'll be fine. And then it really just dissipates. That smell dissipates in like an hour. It doesn't last that long.
Okay, thank you.
Yay! Okay, that was our last recipe, but we do want to give you some tips. If you guys have any tips, please pop it in the chat. I would love to hear from you. But all-purpose spray. So you get your glass jar, you get your On Guard cleaning concentrate, right? We love this stuff. It's concentrated. So this bottle will make, what is it, like 14? Is it like 12 to 14 glass spray bottles? So this is going to last you a very long time. I was telling Precious the other night that my first bottle lasted me about 5 to 6 months, because all you need is 2 tablespoons. So the recipe is right here on the bottle. We love On Guard cleaning concentrate, not only for an all-purpose spray, for a stain remover. I will put this in the laundry as well when it's a very stinky load. I'll just kind of squirt it in there. Bubble bath for your kids. You can use it to clean your kids' toys. This is very safe and effective, especially for little ones when they're teething. If you want to clean their teething toys, get a bowl, hot water, squirt some of this in it, and soak their teething toys. Better than cleaning with like a Lysol wipe or bleach, because you're not having that leftover residue. But to boost the cleansing power, we like to add essential oils into our mix. So we get our glass spray bottle like Anu showed us earlier, 2 tablespoons of this, and we do 15 to 20 drops of whatever essential oil of your choice. I like peppermint. I like to add more On Guard. I like citrus oils. Tea tree is a good one. And then you just shake it up and you spray all of the things, literally all the things, the kitchens, the bathroom, the bedroom, the living room. This is great for everything. Laundry tips, like we said. So add a couple of drops of Purify to your wash cycle when it's a yucky load. You can add some of the Epsom salts and the baking soda, just throw all the things in there. Another trick we like to do is To replace our fabric softener sheets with wool dryer balls, I should have got one. They're these little circle balls that are made out of wool. And what they do is you throw them in with your wet clothes into the dryer, and it helps to, it just kind of bounces around in there. And what it does is it softens the clothes better than dryer sheets, because dryer sheets contain a lot of fragrance. And as the dryer sheets are in the dryer, that fragrance is going through all of your household, and it's very dangerous for your health. So we don't want that. We want you to replace it with a wool dryer ball or use your Epsom salts. Another great thing about the wool dryer ball is you can add essential oils to it. So you throw it in there, you let the cycle go maybe 10 minutes before the cycles are gonna end. You grab your wool dryer ball out and you're gonna add some of your oils, whether it's lavender, purify, tea tree, bergamot, anything. You add maybe like 10 drops to the ball, throw it back in, and that's gonna lightly scent your clothes. But that's a fun little tip. If you want it scented, do it right before the load ends. And then some of our favorite cleaning oils. Purify, we talked about a lot. Lemon, or really any citrus oil, because citrus oils, they're very cleansing, right? Lemongrass, On Guard, tea tree, eucalyptus. I mean, really, honestly, whatever you have at home, it won't hurt, you know? That's the great thing about the essential oils is they have so many benefits. You know, if you get it on your skin, it's not like you're getting bleach on your skin. You got oils on your skin, you're going to absorb it, you're going to get all those great benefits. And then a huge tip is to always read your labels. You know, you might not want to make any DIY things, and that's totally fine. There are some companies that do have great non-toxic or low tox cleaners, but what you don't want to do is fall into the trap of companies that are greenwashing their products. Now, what greenwashing is they are luring customers in that are looking for a more natural approach by using the word green, natural, non-toxic, gluten-free. That's greenwashing. But when you look at the label, there's a whole bunch of chemicals in it. But a lot of times we buy with our eyes, we buy from the marketing and the packaging. We see this eco-friendly tree package. Oh, it says essential oil on it. It must be natural. No, you always want to read the labels. There are apps out these days. So Environmental Working Group has an app. Just look up in your app store, EWG, or Think Dirty is another great app. Do you guys have any apps that you use? So what these apps do is you actually get your product and then you just take a picture of that. Oh, this doesn't have one. The barcode when you're at the store, and then it will pull up the test they have done and what they have researched about it, and it'll give you a rating. So if it's like an 8, it's red, it's very dirty with chemicals. If it's like a 2, you just use your discretion and what works for you and your family. I mean, we can't all be perfect. We can't all have just all natural everything and these perfect people. That's really not realistic. You need to do what works for your family, for your budget. And as long as you're trying your best, I feel that's awesome rather than doing nothing, you know? Let's see what's next. Okay, so this is, we just made some if you guys want to screenshot, if you guys are ready to take the plunge to making your own cleaners and using your products. Oh, I forgot to put one comment down here. So these are sample LRP orders. So what LRP is it's our loyalty rewards program. It's you get rewarded for making healthy choices. This is one of the perks of your doTERRA account. If you place an order that is 50 PV, you get points back. Every month, if you place an order of 100 PV by the 125 PV by the 15th, you also get points back. You get the free product of the month. You get your shipping back, right? There are so many perks to the loyalty rewards program, but these are just samples of how you can make your next template. And the loyalty rewards program it's a auto ship program, kind of like Amazon, where you have a monthly order, but for doTERRA is extremely customizable. You can customize the products, you customize the date. You're never locked into anything. If you try it and you don't like it, you can just cancel. Another great thing about the loyalty rewards program is every 3 months, your percentage of points back increases. So you start at 10% back. So if you place an order of 100 PV, you would get what, $10 back? Every 3 months, your percentage increases, and then you max out at 30% back. So when I place an order of $100, I get $30 back. Is that right? I'm not really good at math. But so you max out at 30%, but then that's 30 doTERRA dollars that you get just for free. You're going to buy the stuff anyway, and you get this money for free. Our loyalty rewards program is very, very generous. If you have any questions about it, pop it in the chat or ask your wellness advocate. And then we wanted to do this. We wanted to do a fun little giveaway. Yay. Okay, so in the beginning of the class, we talked about what essential oils are and how to use them. I really like to stress the importance of using doTERRA's essential oils. And the question I'm going to ask you guys is, what sets doTERRA's essential oils apart from other essential oils in the industry? Feel free to unmute or put it in the chat, and the first person to answer will get these. I won't put pressure on you guys. And any guess is a good guess. Oh, look, someone, chats. CPTG standard. They're potent and they actually do test. Yes, safe, effective, affordable. Yes. Okay, Charmaine, we're going to be sending you this package. Yay. I will, let's see. I'm going to just send it straight from doTERRA, so you'll probably get it in a week or two. And then I wanted to also tell you guys about an upcoming event. If you guys are a part of our team already, we have continued education that's starting in March. So this is amazing. So what continued education is it helps you understand our products more. It helps you learn about different areas of your life and your lifestyle and how to incorporate more natural solutions. And so it's going to be every Saturday at 9 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time, starting next Saturday, I believe, March 6th. And we're going to have different leaders leading it. So you get to hear different experiences and different stories. And I encourage you to come and share your experiences with essential oils. It's so amazing because it's so much valuable information and it's free. It's free with your account. So just mark it in your calendars. We can send you this. And I'm pretty sure most of you have gotten this in an email, and you can just set a little reminder, and we'll see you on every Saturday for the next, 6 weeks? But yeah, that is all we have for you guys today. Anybody have any questions or comments? Did you guys like this DIY class?
Yes. And I would like to say something real quick.
Oh, yeah, you go.
Yeah, the continuing education classes, they are free for everybody, for all your customers. So if you are a builder already, these are for all your customers, all your sharers, everybody who is interested in these topics. And I don't know if you mentioned this already, but if you come to all of the 6 classes, then Ashley, who is hosting this event, is going to be giving away gifts.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yes, the gifts. Don't forget the gifts for your knowledge.
Yes. And I love gifts. Who doesn't? But when I first got started with my doTERRA membership and I joined this team, I was like very, very intrigued. I was very excited to learn all of these things. And so I went to all of the classes. I think I went to like 2 rounds of the classes when it was happening, like every time. And it was so fun to hear from all these different people, because all these people have their own experiences, right? They have different backgrounds. So some of them in our team are like nurses, nurse practitioners. We have that in our team. We also have mamas, we have teachers, we have other people who work with oils and pets. So there's so many different things that we're gonna learn from these different women. And it's so awesome. You guys are not gonna regret coming to these events.
Yeah, me too, Presh. I did 2 rounds of the continued ed. Actually, 2 of our leaders were doing it around the same time, and I would go to both classes and I would learn something different at each class. And I had attended it before. So that was probably my third time doing this continued ed. This will be my fourth, but I'm going to go to all of these, not only to support my customers, but to support my own well-being. You know, you learn from you. So I sometimes it's like the same information, but I'm learning something new every time, because sometimes we don't retain it. And we're like, oh my gosh, yeah, I forgot I could do it that way. So it's just so much important, valuable information. And the stories and the connection is something that you can't really get anywhere else. And so this will help you really support your health, support your well-being, help you get that foundational support, help you use your products, but also help you connect with others that are very like-minded. So I really, really highly suggest coming to that continued education. But
Yeah, I'm so excited.
yay! I'm so excited to see you there.
It's so
By
good.
the way, this is awesome.
How was the
You
drink?
guys gotta try it.
I gotta make it.
I feel good right now.
It's
not even 5 o'clock over here yet. It's not even 5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh, well,
It is.
it's snowing. You know what? You need to warm up.
Warm up.
Oh
I
yeah.
love you guys. Okay, I'm gonna stop the share. I'm gonna stop the recording. How do I do that?